Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video I'll be opening and assembling the Lego Technic Telehandler, which is set 42133. It's also a 2-in-1 set, and you can also build a tow truck with it. But I think those are online instructions, which means I probably won't get to build it. So I'll open up the box. Obviously this is at the it's between £13 and £9, but I picked it up at a good price off my Lego man. So unfortunately, the second instructions, like I said, are online. So I probably won't be building the tow truck, which is a bit of a shame really, because it does look quite good. But I've got the instructions here for the telehandler. Seeing as this Lego Technic, it will be a little more complicated. So got 2 bags of bits, got a bag of connectors and a bag of bricks. Put the connectors down here as well. I'll have a quick sort out with the wheels and the tyres and stuff like that, because we know a good idea where they're going to be going. So we start off with a Technic 5-hole bar, which is one of these, and then we have 2 of the Technic blue 3 long studs, which are these ones here. They've got like a stop point there. So these go in here like so. Now we have a Technic eye piece, which is one of these, shaped like an eye. As you see, it's got the Technic connector holes in it. That goes on the top there like so. Next we have 1 Technic blue connector piece, half cross and half round, which is one of these. So half round, half with a cross on. Goes in there. Then we have a black Technic one of these Technic pieces here, so it's a right angled piece, but it's got a Technic round connector on the bottom and a round hole on the top, so that goes on there. Next we have 2 of these slightly smaller eye pieces. They go on like that. I have 2 of the cream Technic 3 long studs. Then we have another Technic 5 long bar. And a Technic 3 long blue bar, which goes on the back bit, on that black bit we stuck on the back earlier, so it should look like that. So that's going to be the steering there. This is what we got so far. Next we got two of the black two bar connector pieces. So these go on the top here, like so. Next we have one of these bent bar pieces, like so. We have a Technic black connector round stud. Round connector stud goes in there. A cream 3 long stud goes in underneath. And another black Technic connector stud goes in there. Blue half and half connector stud goes in the end. And then you have a white piece with it's like a cross female hole there and a round female hole on the top. And that goes on there like so for this piece here. Then this piece here goes on this side here. Like so. Show you that from the side like that. We do the next bit. I'm not sure what this bit is, so I'm not going to try and I'll describe it. So we have a cross and a round connector piece. So the cross piece goes one way and the cross piece goes vertically and the round piece goes horizontally, or whichever way you need it to be. And then we have a brown 5 long Technic axle with a flat end on it. That goes in there. That's where I've got to be careful. Then we have a swirly bit that goes in there. That's going to be the mechanism that's going to move it. That's going to move the telehandler on. Then we have another one. We have another one of these same parts here. So it is another one of these. That goes in there. Then a white, say a 3 long spacer, goes on the end here. And a black 3 long connector, but with the end being a round, so you've got a round end and the rest of it is a 2 axle. That goes in there like so. Try and show you what we got here so far. Then this piece here that we've just made goes along there. So that goes in there like so. Obviously that bit's still a bit loose, so then we have another one of these Technic 5 brown axles with the flat end on it. This goes into that hole. Goes in there like so. And we got this is the new piece. This is an axle, but it's got like a solid bit in the middle. So, which is quite an interesting piece. I haven't seen one of these before. I think you put the mini black gear wheel on there, so that will just keep that in place there, which is quite a nice feature. I'm not sure how this is meant to go in because I'm trying to suss this one out now because it's a bit weird. We've got the wrong gear wheel here. This might be a smaller one. Yeah, you've got to use a slightly smaller one. That's better. You've got to use that slightly smaller one, not the one I just used. That goes on there like so. So that's going to aid with the movement. So that goes on there. It's like a worm gear, that is. It goes along. Put that over here a minute. Next we do what looks like the arm for the telehandler. So we've got a Technic 12 axle in black, a white end piece with a cross piece on. That goes on like that. I think I've got the wrong bit. I didn't think that was a 12. So that's what a 12 looks like. 12 is like length of 12 bricks. Now we've made that, we stick that bit on to that white bit there we put on earlier. So that bit goes on there like so. Next we put the side bit on, put the other side on here now. So it starts off like this. And you have a grey 3 axle, a black Technic connector stud, another black Technic connector stud, and a red 3 long with a cross piece on one end, so it's a cross and then 2 rounds. They go on like that and that, so Then this piece here goes on this side of the build. Obviously be careful how you do this, because if you push it all in at the same time, it doesn't like it. There we go, this is what we got so far for our telehandler. Now we build the next bit of the telehandler. I'm not going to guess too much what it is yet, but so we need the 8. We can measure that. You can always find out the length of these axles by measuring it against the number of holes on here. As you can see, that is an 8. So we have one of these cross connector pieces, but it's got 2 round holes at the bottom. Then we have a cross and a round connector on a 2-piece. So then we have a grey spacer. So that goes like that. So flip this upside down. Flip this upside down and this piece goes in this hole here. And that piece goes on there like that. Then you put another grey one spacer on. Like so. On this side we have one grey 3-axle piece and 2 of the black 3x1 thin girder pieces. These 2 go together and the grey axle goes through the top cross hole like so. Got 2 of these together. Oh. Like so. Then that piece there goes on there. Just going to push that on there. Thank you for bearing with me on this video. It will all be worth it. Next we make the cab of the telehandler. So the first part is one of these 3x5 D pieces and 2 of the grey 3 axles. So that's what we got there, and this piece goes on the side there like so. We have a little bit of framework which goes in here. So we have a black 4x1 Technic piece, 3 of the grey 3 axles, a 5x1 right angled Technic flat piece, have the other 3rd grey axle, 3 axle, and a Technic 1 grey spacer. Then this should go on here. It's what you should have according to the instructions. Check I've done this right. Then that goes on there like that. I have one of these red vertical and horizontal cross and round pieces. This goes on the bottom here. Then we've got a Technic grey 3 axle, a Technic 2 long spacer / extender in grey, a red 2 long axle, and another grey 2 long spacer, like so. That piece goes in there like so. Next we have a red 2 bar, I think it's red, was it? No, it might actually be green on this because I've been not 100% on that. So we've got two of these, it's fine. So two of these green 2-bar hot one, half cross and half round. These bits go in for the seat. Like so. Next we have one of these Technic 3 long eye bars with a round one that goes through the middle, and at a 90-degree angle there's some cross connectors on it, and a black 3 connector, or a black 3 bar, Technic bar. That goes on there, and that goes on there like so. Next we have a bit that seems to go on the bottom here, so that is a black 7 Technic bar with a grey Technic stud goes in one end. These ones are a bit looser, and a white 2 Technic bar with half round and half cross. That's what we got, one of these. Then this goes on the bottom here. I think this is the steering column here, so that bit there is your steering column, because when that bit moves, as you see, that bit there when that moves, I'll try and show you. It's quite hard to show you at the moment. I'll show you when it's built. So quite a clever little bit of design. Next we have 2 of the Technic 3 flatter bars, which are these, 2 of these. These go on the side. These bits go on the side here. And we have a 5 right-angled flat bar, which goes up here where those 3 cross connectors are. Then you've got another 3 flat, goes across, a 3 flat Technic bar goes across there, goes in here, that goes on the top there. Then you have the 5x3D piece, which goes on this side here. Goes on here like so. Now you have a 4x1 Technic bar, sorry, I do apologise about that. That goes on there for the cab. Next we have one of these black gear wheels and a grey 3-axle, which goes in where the steering bit goes, and that now steers, as you can see. Quite a clever yet basic bit of engineering. I do quite like that. Next we have like a step up point for the driver to get in. So that starts off as a Technic round spacer piece, but it's big enough for the Technic holes. Have a blue Technic connector, half cross and half round. That goes in there like so, with a cross bit on top. Two of these light blue 4x1 Technic bars go on like that. Two of these black Technic connectors. And a 90 degree cross round connector with two round connectors on one side, like so. That goes on there like that. And we have one of these blue 7L pieces and a cream 3 long round connector. That goes on there like that. That is quite a loose fitting. The black ones generally tend to be a tight fitting. And it goes on that corner there where those black Technic connectors are. Goes on like that. That's probably for the wheels. Next you put the Telehandler on, which is a 13 long Technic bar. There's some really there are some slightly bigger ones than that, which are quite handy. You can do quite a lot with them. So that goes on there like that, and that bit moves already, so that is going to be a moving part at some point. Definitely starting to look like a telehandler now. Do the same on the other side with the light blue L bar. Just doing opposites this time. Same but different. That goes on there like so. I think we've got a bit telehandler arm here to put on, so we have 2 flat Technic 7 bars, which are these ones here, 2 of these. These go together and they're held together by a Technic grey round stud on one end there, like so, and you put the other one opposite way round, like that. Then you have 2 Technic 5 right angled bars, the fatter ones. These are these ones here. These go on here. Then this becomes like one of the pivot points. Attaches on the I think I've done that right. Apparently it's meant to go like that, but that does look a bit high really, but I think I've connected this one on wrong a bit. Let's see if we can fix this. Yeah, I have. I've done it slightly wrong. Something you've got to be careful of. I'll push that bolt out there a bit, so... Oh, nearly. It's worth watching my videos just to watch me do it wrong, because it can be quite funny. Try and get this to connect prop in a way that it will actually do what it's meant to do. Which is actually harder than it actually looks, to be honest with you, but that does work, that's all right. I was getting a bit worried there. So there we have our I managed to get it stuck now, lovely, for some reason. See, it should just go up and down now. But it's getting stuck on something, which is possibly... I think it's that plate there it's getting stuck on, but push that in a bit more. Yeah, I think that's it. Make sure that plate you put in earlier, so therefore that now goes up and down by twisting this handle here. This is the joy of Technic Lego, this is. You put another black lever on the back here. Thank you for bearing with me on this video. This is a 7+ build, so if you're 7, you should be able to build it better than I have on this video. So if you have done that, do feel free to tell me. Next, we make part of the arm for the telehandler. Oh no, it's another sidebar we make here. My apologies. So we start off with one of these round white pieces, a blue Technic connector, half round and half cross, 2 light blue 4x1 mini bars, like so. Two blue 3 long connectors. Go through like that. Then you've got a side plane bit like that. They're really cool bricks when you can do something with them. That goes on there like that. There, a bit goes on the side there like that. Now we've got now we start on the telehandler arm bit, on the lifting bit. So we start off with a Technic 5 bar and 2 of the cream the cream 3 axles. These go on like that and attach on here. Like that. Next you make the lifting forks. They start off as a black Technic 5 bar, 2 black Technic connector studs, a black 5 right angled L, a small L, like that. That goes on there like that. Two of the blue three long connector studs and a grey 3 axle. Then you've got a black 5 T-bar, T-piece, like that. That piece goes on there, and you have another blue Technic connector piece goes on there like so. Then you have the black L piece goes on here. That goes on there like so. Then 2 black connector studs go on the side here for the other side of the forks. They go on like that. And there's the actual, there's the forks for the telehandler. And then those blue studs there, it connects onto the white arm here, like that. Then we have the 5 Technic bar, goes on the other side, like so. Then we have the we have the mechanism which will go in here. I'm not exactly sure how it works yet, but I trust in it will. So we start off with a white Technic 2 connector like that. 2 of these red two axles go together. 2 of these white Technic 2 connectors, half cross and half round. Put the 2 crosses pieces in there, like so. Then you put the other white two mini bar on there. A Technic 4 axle goes in the back here, goes on the top bit here, with a couple of grey full size spacers. Like so. Then you stick that end there with the hole into that hole in there. So it looks like that. Now we have 2 of these black 3x1 flats, a blue half cross and half round connector goes in the top like that, with a half grey spacer goes on the end like that. You do that twice. This is just one of these ones, it just fits, it's not a left and right thing. So, goes on like that. Then you put these bits on the side like that, and so those bits go on like that, which gives it a little bit of movement, which means the forks move on it like that. I do quite like that. And then you can do the twisty turny thing on the back there like that. That's quite cool. And we stick the wheels on the vehicle. That's a bit even I can do. I can't mess that up. Famous last words. Thank you for watching this video. It has been a bit longer than, considering it's meant to be for 7+, it's only a small set, but these Technic sets tend to be a bit more complicated. put the wheels on this way round. Make sure you push the wheels all the way in onto these double axles. And you've got a little pallet they put with this set as well, which is quite cool. Which is essentially a 8x4 base plate and 2 Technic 4x1 bricks. So we've got our telehandler here, it steers like that. Got a little bit of steering with it, which is quite cool. The actual has the movement, the forks move. It goes up and down. I'll show you it lifting the pallet. This is a really cool little build and it's quite nice. It's a shame they don't put the instructions in for the second build. See, as you can see, it lifts the pallet up. It can tilt like that. Obviously, you don't want to do that if you're really driving a vehicle. If you were doing it and carrying a load, and you could get away with it, you'd carry it like that. As a fork truck driver, I would know that. And then it goes up, down. You can move that bit there. You can modify that. I'm quite sure you could put some mechanism in there to move that as well, so you don't have to quite have so much. Put a little lever on there. That would be you put a slightly longer bar and a lever on there. That would solve that problem. You haven't got enough spare pieces in here to do that though. But I'm quite sure a trip to the Lego shop would solve that problem. So he can drive it around. He's going to drive it up here, reverse it up, come it up here, turn it around. Put the pallet down over here. So we can move that forward, pull out, tilt his forks again. If he's going to travel on the road, you lift it up like that. This is actually a nice little build. It's got some really nice movement and features in it. Then you can reverse it out. As well, we haven't got the full steering range, but he reverses it out. It comes around here. He can go back to the depot, back to the mate warehouse, which is around here. Park it up, and he's going to have his tea break now. Obviously, he's not going to leave that pallet there all day, but that's another story for another day. Well, this is actually quite. I do actually quite like this build. It is actually quite good. It's got a lot of good, I mean, I do like Technic Lego because I find it quite fascinating, even at my age. So it's a really good bit of Lego to get into because it can really help your other Lego builds because you can put other mechanisms into stuff. And when you watch things like Lego Masters, the people on Lego Masters actually take inspiration from builds like this. Like for example, if you're turning this up like that worm gear is a nice, really simple movement for actually giving some movement, and that steering mechanism isn't anything that special, as you can see. It's just one bar moving that across. But it does look impressive when you're doing it like when it's like that. I still like that. That does really impress me. Not only make sure it's all pushed in properly. I am quite happy with this, as you can tell as I keep playing with it. But well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did. If you did, do feel free to like, share, and subscribe. If you have any comments or feedback on this video, I'll try to give you a mention on an upcoming video. I would like to thank the person who said I was cool. That's very much appreciated. Some likes, shares, and subscribe would also be appreciated as well, because the more likes, shares, and subscribers get, the more Lego I can buy and the more of this I can do. I am on YouTube and Instagram. I am looking into other media at the moment, TikTok and Twitch primarily at the moment. So I am looking to venture out there as well. But in the meantime, stay safe, keep building, and hope to see you in my upcoming videos. Thank you for watching.